Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me, and excuse Jack's sweatshirts that in the background. Mick will use this as a laundry room, as you know. Anyway, forgetting all that, we have a new exciting product from Charlotte Tilbury called the Quick and Easy Makeup Sun Kissed Looking 5. Now I'm going to talk about this in a minute, but one first thing, I'm just going to take the lid off and show you. I've forgotten how you take the lid off. There we go. Now, the first thing that's not very quick and easy about it, sorry, starting with the negative, is how to get the products out of the case. I have been tugging and tugging away for ages, so I will be back in a second when I've figured out how to get them out. Okay, now you know Charlotte likes her alliterations. So this whole new product has got another little slogan called Scribble, Smudge, Swipe and Go. But first of all, I'm going to add another one to this, is Wriggle, Smudge, Swipe and Go. Is that right? No. Wriggle, Scribble, Smudge, Swipe and Go. To get these out, you have to do a bit of wriggling. So if you get yours and you can't get them out, just do a bit of a wriggle. Now, one thing I wanted to test. When you take these out, there's no lid on them. You have to put them back in the case. So this is not just a case. They actually fit in there. They've got to go back in there, right? You can't kind of leave them out. But I wanted to test this beach stick. No, of course it doesn't fit in there. Anyway, let's get on to this now. I've managed to take these out of the little compartment and I'm going to talk to you. Now, there are 5 shades. I got Sun-Kissed Look in 5. I'm going to just tell you what the other ones are that you can choose from. Okay, I'm not going to remember all these. Pretty Fresh, Super Chic, Golden Glow, and I've just got to check the 4th one, Date Night. Okay, so what are in these are 2 kind of multitasking sticks and then an eye wand. Now, before I get into showing you the swatches, and I'm going to do a quick look, you know there's a saying with actors and actresses, there's a saying that they use when you're watching somebody act, you have to suspend your disbelief. Now, you're probably thinking, why am I talking like this? I think when you buy makeup, you sometimes have to suspend your disbelief that we kind of know. We know that a blusher can be used as a lipstick and a lipstick can be used as a blusher, but we like to suspend our disbelief in order to get lots of different products and treat ourselves. And I think with this, I love this because it is a compact that we can all travel around with. It's going to go in my car. And I love the concept. But if I was not to suspend my disbelief, I would be forgiven for saying that basically it's 2 beach sticks and a colour chameleon in a case. Which is what it is. Okay? That's what it is. Great new concept, but they've marketed it really well to say, look, about the convenience. And everyone's going for convenience. And I think one of their kind of major competitors is Trini London these days. And I'm going to get into that in another video. So this is kind of a kit for on the go. But if you've got the beach sticks and you've got a colour chameleon and you haven't got a case, you can still do very similar things. That's if you don't suspend your disbelief. Now, I'm going to do a quick makeup look with this and show you some swatches. I only got one because they're £55 each. So I thought I'm not even going to get to The idea is also that you can buy the individual elements from this and you can refill them. So if you get Sun Glow and you want to try another one, you don't have to buy the case again. You could buy the elements in another kit if you should wish. Okay, but let's get on. I want to try this. Now, I've started by putting on Beautiful Skin Foundation. I've also put on some airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in shade 1, some Magic Away Concealer, and a little bit of my Beach Stick in Ibiza, which is probably getting really old now. But I thought I'll put that on as my bronzer. So now let's get going with this. Okay, out of the 5 kits, 4 of them have got shimmer shades and there's one that's matte. Now this one is a shimmer. It looks a bit darker than Pillow Talk, this one. I'll just swatch it here for you. Yes, it's quite a different colour. It's like a pinky bet. Let's put this on. Let's scribble. Let's get scribbling. Scribble, smudge. Now I'm going to line underneath. And I'm going to take that into the lash line as well. Right, that's the eye makeup. I'm just going to take this a bit further up. I don't normally like to take shimmer further up, but I'm going to. Okay, that's the eye shadow. Right, now let's move along to the lip and cheek product. Now that's the shade, and I'm just going to swatch it here. That reminds me a little bit of Formentera Beach Stick. I can do some comparisons later. Let's put some on my cheek. Let's scribble. Let's be bold. Now, of course, you should put your powder on afterwards, but I did give it time to sink in. Great, let's try it on my lips. And now the highlighter. So that's what the highlighter looks like. It looks very pale. Now this was, Sun Glow didn't seem to be one for lighter skin. It seemed to be one for medium skin. There were a couple that I thought seemed more akin to my skin tone. So that's the highlighter. Now I don't have the Pat McGrath highlighter stick, but from swatches that I've seen, I would say that this is quite similar. Again, I'm going to go in bold because I want to see what this looks like. Oh, actually, it's quite pigmented. Now, I'm going to take some with my finger and just put some under here. And in here. and a bit over my lip. So that is the look. Now, obviously, I haven't got mascara on. What do I think of this? I think, as I said, really good concept. I like the idea of everything being in a case. Now, one of you, Jess, made a very good point. It's like, why is there no bronzer and no concealer? Now, I get why there's no concealer, because there'd be too many variables to put into this. People are different shades of concealer. I get that. I do wonder, though, I think it's a very good point to ask why no bronzer. I think for the sake of just making it a little bit bigger, they could have had a bronzer in there, because if you have a bronzer, you've got, again, a bronzer's a really good multitasker. You can put on a bronzer as a sculpt. I'm just using my beach stick in Ibiza here. You can sculpt, although bronzers are not really supposed to sculpt, but you can. So you can sculpt like this, but you can also take a little bit and put it into the socket like that. And you can even take a bit on a smudge brush and use it to define the eyes. So I'm not quite sure why they stopped at a blush and highlight, because a bronzer is also a good multitasker. Maybe they thought that that would make it too expensive. Now, I just feel like my look's not really finished. Maybe that's because I don't have any mascara on. But I think it's not really meant for that. It's really meant for, you know, summertime. A bit like the beach sticks. You're on the beach. You want to get a bit of colour in your face. I feel like I need powder on my skin. It feels sticky. My eyes feel sticky, and that was before I put that beach stick on. They feel a bit sticky. I feel like I need powder just to set it. I definitely feel it's a bit sticky on my face. So it's a good idea. It's a good concept. I'm not sure how popular it's going to be. That feels better. Just putting a bit of powder over that. Just didn't feel like it had set properly. That eyeshadow stick. It felt a bit sticky. That feels better. Anyway, so that's my first impressions of the new Quick and Easy Makeup Sun-Kissed Look in 5. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed watching this. Do ask me any questions. If I've missed anything out that you really wanted to know, then do ask me. And I'll leave you with some swatches.